Had some questions come in. This one's from Rosemary, and Rosemary asks, "Hi James, I appreciate your vision, but it is already what we as Greens are pushing for. The question is how you and your leadership will get more people to support our vision and vote for us." Hey, that's a great question, Rosemary. Thank you for asking it. This is my answer. This is how we win. We win because the people understand that the government, this Labour government, is not capable of dealing with the crises that we're in. We're in a crisis of poverty, homelessness, housing, climate change, ecological collapse, healthcare, infrastructure, and mental health. And the people know that the government is not capable of dealing with those things because in 2017, when Jacinda Ardern brought Labour into power, she didn't win because she is, articulate and clever, although she is both of those things. She won because she said three simple things. We're going to end poverty, build houses, and tackle climate change. And now 4 years later, none of those things have happened. So people understand that this government's not capable of dealing with them. They're fully in power now, and they're not doing enough to deal with any of these crises. Now, the difficulty for us is that although people realise the government can't handle this, they don't necessarily understand why. And that's where I come in. We need a leader to tell the truth. This is how we win votes. This is how we win the 2023 election. We need a leader with the guts to tell the truth and to explain to people why this government cannot handle these crises. The reason they can't handle it is because they have a fanatical, blind faith in a system that they created in the 1980s, neoliberal capitalism. They created this insane experiment, insane radical experiment that they started, and they are absolutely stuck with it, and they don't know how to get out of it. And everyone can see it's a failure. People all around the world are seeing that it's a failure, that it's failing us, it's failing our people, it's failing our planet. And because they are not capable of dealing with that and handling it and getting themselves out of it, that's why they're not capable of dealing with these crises. National's not capable of dealing with them. Act sure as hell is not capable of dealing with them. And ironically, the reason that we will be swept into power in 2023 is the same reason that Labour got into power in 1935, because in 1935 we were in the middle of the Great Depression, and the government of the day didn't know how to deal with it because they too were stuck in an ideology they couldn't get themselves out of. The sun was still shining, the grass was still growing, and yet people in this country were walking the land starving and hungry because the government of the day couldn't handle it, and Labour stepped up and said there's another way, and they won. That's what we need to do today, and the reason I'm the person to do it is because I'm the person who's got the guts to stand up and tell the truth, about why Labour is not capable of dealing with these problems, to tell the truth that we're not going to be Labour's little helper any longer, and to tell the truth about the really big changes that are going to be needed to our society in order to deal with these problems. There are going to be changes needed to almost every aspect of our lives. I hope that answers your question, Rosemary. Thanks again for asking it. I'll see you again next time. Bye.